Hello, welcome to my new video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Maria. Today I'd love to welcome you again on this beautiful day. It's almost autumn, and but it's not yet. And the weather shows that it refuses to go down, I guess. And it's really, really beautiful here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I wanted to talk with you about on this video. And then after that, I will script, flip the screen. I always have trouble with that sentence. Flip the screen and take you on a hike while we talk more on the subject. And probably you guessed it already by reading the title of the video. How to see still light, find light in heavy, heavy days. I had a few heavy, rough moments in my life, uh, like many other people, I guess. But still, it's very important how you deal with it. And I learned from myself, with hindsight, how I actually go about this. And I came to the conclusion I'm just not a person who goes down 100%. I cannot. I just refuse. It's something stubborn inside of me, and it's just not working for me. I have to find. I'm obsessed with finding a light, finding a way out, finding something to hold on to, finding to climb out of the heaviness where I'm into at that particular moment. I can tell you, especially the situation after my divorce. Well, it was before, during, and after my divorce, actually, were all pretty heavy, heavy times, and with heavy consequences. I had 3 little children at the time, but it's not to say I have a sad story. I'm very happy with my life now. We crawled out of this very heavy hole, dark hole rather, and but yeah, it's about how you refuse to go down. I think it's resilience. I think they call it, or how it's called. But resilience is, for me, resilience is to jump back up and to refuse to stay there. So I hear some children on the background. I don't know if you hear it, but I hope it would be a little bit calm. And of course, everybody has a right to enjoy nature here. But for that, I will flip the screen and I'll talk more about it with you. And I hope things resonate, maybe things you can learn from it, how to do it, or you can say, okay, she did it that way, and I will definitely not doing it that way. But overall, how to refuse to go down, and how to have that little stubbornness inside of you that says, nope, it's heavy, it's hard, it's tough, but I won't go down and I won't stay down. So I will get back up, and not in a revenging kind of way, but to crawl back up to go further and to go pursue life. So I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the beautiful nature here around me. And I hope you stay with me. So I'm going to flip this screen and I see you on the other side. So right, here I am again on the other side of the camera. I hope you enjoy this nature while I'm walking here, and saying that it's beautiful. It's actually it's one of those things that I just talked about. Like when I refuse to go down, and when I refuse to see only darkness and no way out, there's just little things you can do to get yourself back on track again. It's not a major thing that you will do, but it's just little walks like this. And because why? Because during these walks you can do anything you want. You can scream, you can shout, you can laugh, you can cry, you can sit down, and you can do anything you want and feel no way, because obviously that's what you're going through at that time, and that's what you need to do at that time. I did it. And I remember there was one of the ladies from my street. Her son was killed in a car accident in South Africa, and I know she told me she went into the forest and just banged her head against some trees. Just she couldn't believe what happened. So that's those. I mean, are very dramatic events that can happen in your life, and I hope it won't happen to you. But as I said, sometimes life can feel very, very heavy, and it almost feels like you're on a pile of worries. That's how I feel. It's just so, and it's all piling up. And that's one thing I learned as well. I don't know. I want to pile them up. I want to unravel them one by one, because if it's all piled up, it's hard to find a way out. So I start to tackle one by one over what's actually happening to me and what's happening to our lives, to my kids' life, to my life, and take it from one step for the other. And in my case, the whole thing was um, make sure I'm going to keep having a roof over our heads. That was a major, major issue for me, and it worked. I did it. But so yeah, and when everything around you feels so dark and so helpless, and yeah, and you have to, I can't give in to that. Something stubborn inside of me comes up and says, no, we will get out of this, and you will. Believe me, you will. Even how dark it seems and how heavy it all is, and when you find something, just something little, as I said, even if it's just a walk in nature, or even if it's something you see what somebody else is doing, maybe somebody from a parent from your kid's school or other friends, or even an ad on TV, something that can spark your creative mind to come out of this hole you're in. And it's that thing, that particular thing is what you have to hold on to, and grab it with both hands. Don't let go, and take that as your saving line, something that saves you from sinking away more than where you are now. And I think that's what resilience really, really means to me. I mean, it's not about becoming hard and tough and use all your elbow work to get out of it, because that's going to be damaging for you too. I didn't do it that way either, because I couldn't be rough and tough and resentful, because I had children's eyes looking up to me and said, "Mom, how are we going to do this? How are we now? What's happening? How are we going to get out of this?" So if I show them rough and tough and hard, that I become different and I close my heart, it will have an immense effect on them, already more than the drama of what's happening at the moment. I mean, I'm talking about my divorce now. You may have, of course, other issues, other things happening in your life which makes you feel you're going down, or you are down and you need to come out of it. So I'm just talking about, in this, for instance, about my situation after my divorce. And of course, sometimes the situation itself doesn't really change quickly. I mean, I was in a financial, very difficult situation, very hard, and that doesn't change overnight. I mean, I did not win the lottery. So since that is, I can stare at what's heavy and what's difficult, and I said I can be stubborn, and for even the tiniest little thing of piece of hope or a chance, I will grab it, and I did. I did. It was looking for a home. I just did. Actually, the way I did it, I thought, when something has to change in my life, obviously things are changing. I might as well change everything. And I'm in Europe, and okay, if you're in a different country, it will be different, or different area. But I registered myself for looking for a house in 3 countries. That was Belgium, the Netherlands, and Germany. I said, something has to come up with that. Something I have to fight to get a roof over our heads just before school starts, because it was during a summer holiday. And it did. It did. I got miraculously a key from the house just one day before the school started. So that was like, yeah, I can cross that off the list. And now we're moving on to the next thing, because you're not there yet. You have to build up a new life. You have to build up something else that diminishes the effect of the situation you are in now. And I definitely hope you can. I did actually. I hope you can make it not becoming a lasting trauma as it is. I mean, not a conscious trauma. Something inside will be there. It will take a lot of time to actually go there. There will be triggers and stuff like that. And you're just gonna have to, I'm sorry to say it, you're gonna have to deal with it, because those triggers will be there. Now, often the lights that you see, or the chances you see, are very small. It could be a kind word, as I said, a kind word, or an ad, or a walk in the woods, or just something in the middle of the night when you wake up and you're feeling down and you can't sleep anymore. Now, these are the moments that creative ideas may pop up. that's because everything is silence. Then there is silence around you, and for me it works. Then at those moments, I knew my kids were asleep. Nobody was counting on me, depending on me, looking at me. What am I doing? And those moments in the night, for instance, yeah, that helped me. I could just go on my screen about my phone and start to find out and sort things out and just let my mind go loose on them. And I know sleep is important, but at that time I need to be awake because I have to have a mind that wants to get out of the predicament. So it doesn't mean that I ignore the darkness around us and that I didn't ignore, and I will never do that, ignore what's happening. You can't just put your head in the sand and pretend it's okay. You have to give the problem also attention. You can't just focus on solutions only. You will have to also, and that's how I think about it anyhow. You also have to pay attention to the problem itself because you can't just skip that. That's not another thing. You can't just skip it. And yeah, you have to. How I did it, you have to give it a certain time. I taught myself to, okay, allow myself to think about the problem, to think about what's happening, I think about the drama around it, and the heaviness of it all. And then I almost like put a clock on it, a timer on it, and I said, until here, and this is it. And now I have to switch this little button in my head and in my heart, and I have to keep going. I have to find a solution. I have to get back up, and slowly but surely, it did. It did. I mean, resilience is something for me, finding light in the darkness, finding light in heavy times. It can't exist without seeing some light somewhere along the way. Because if I only push through the heaviness without seeing something hopeful, that's just a straight way to burn out. That's just and I can't afford to burn out. I don't want to burn out. I'm too proud to burn out, and I had little eyes watching me all the time. What am I doing? And they can learn from it, I guess. Learn from maybe choosing a better partner. But yeah, that's for a later date. I hope they will find the right partner, and it will give them more pleasure in the long run than mine did. But so if you're in a heavy season right now, if you're in a hardship moment in your life, maybe this can help you. What I'm saying. I mean, don't let this weight bury you. I mean, just keep looking for a spark, keep looking for something, a moment, a person, a thought, possibility, something for the short term, something for the long term. You need both. You can't just think long term because you are living today. So it's also long term you have to think, and short term problems, even midterm, I guess. So anyhow, as long as it is something you're determined to get out of. And whilst I'm talking all about this, I hope you still enjoy this beautiful day with me here in the hayland and the forest. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Many times, I mean, even nature refuses to go down. I mean, look at what happened to forests when they burn down. They'll come back up. Something will grow up back up again, and it will be again a beautiful piece of nature. It's dramatic. I do not underestimate, the consequences and the drama around the fire. Well, now I just talked about the divorce as my drama, but of course, many people have experienced those extraordinary fires in the summer, and I mean, I can't even imagine what that would be if that would happen. But there's all sorts of dramas that you need to come out of, and if your house burnt down, you lost everything you owned, you had your memories, your things that reminded you of your memories. Rather, your memories will still be in your head, but that must be extremely hard. That must be extremely hard. So I don't want to I don't want to get the I don't want to cause a depression here into today, but I mean, it pays to really enjoy, to find something to enjoy rather. For me, it's in this respect easy. At this moment, I live on the edge of this beautiful piece of nature reserve, and it's just a 5 minute drive. I still go with the bike. There's many entrances from this area, and but I find this for me the best one because it's not completely isolated. It looks like it, but somewhere I hear far away. I hear voices. There are many photographers here. I just saw a photographer taking family pictures on a beautiful area. It was cute because she just said, "Yeah, and now you can hug your mama, and I will take a picture of you then." And so that was really cute. So yeah, really, it can be anything that might help you. It's something that triggers you. Find the trigger. Sometimes you forgot what triggers you in a positive way. It's all there. It's all still there. So you have to sometimes step back from all that heaviness and go for it, because I believe that resilience is not all about feeling sad, feeling tired, becoming tough and hard, but it's I think the most important thing rather about resilience is to hold on to some sort of light, to hold on to that. It's no matter how small, until it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and it will guide you straight back out of the heaviness and into more light, more new things, and from that moment off, your life will take off again in a very positive way. Believe me or not, but believe me, it will. So I hope you find your ray of light today, or at least very soon. And I hope you enjoyed this walk with me. And I hope to see you again next time. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and as the title of the name of my channel says, stay in your natural harmony. Don't get sidetracked, don't get caught in the middle of things. Stay on your path, and you will see the light back again out of your heavy days. Okay, enjoy your day, and see you next time. Bye.